The MTB1. So I got all the clamps took off, and I started putting on. I'm going to go ahead and put the engines on both sides of the wing here, and then pretty much just got to do a little filling. Which what I'm going to do is I'm not going to actually put a whole lot of putty. I have to do it on the fuselage, but on the wing here, I'm just going to put a bead of tulip around. That'll be sufficient on it. I don't think you need to go all putty on the wings here. I think the tulip will fill the little gap nice and good. But anyway, that's where I am on that. So a little more. I got to figure out one thing is the instructions are not that really clear, so I'm kind of right there, and that's the I want to say like a cage that goes over the engine itself on this here. So I got to figure out how that kind of actually fits on there, but try to put it on where I don't have to put on the fuselage just yet, because I got to do some more sanding on it, and I'll probably I got to do a little plastic putty on there, especially there, and I should be good to go. But I want to try to do that either later this evening or tomorrow. So there's where I am on that. That's slowly but surely we will get more accomplished on the MTB1. The GTX. One thing I screwed up on, and this is why I do videos and never feel bad. If I do something wrong, tell me, because this is the way it has to be done. The stripe here, it actually wasn't supposed to be painted. I looked at it wrong. The whole hood here is supposed to be painted black, so I masked it back off, and I shot another round of black on there. Had a little overspray, just a little alcohol with Mr. Q-tip here. That's why I do acrylics, especially even if you do it over enamels. But doing acrylics, you can just take a little bit off, and you're good to go if you got a little overspray. Now on the top here, there's a little bit of an air bubble, and it's basically right about here. I'm going to take it's the tape is basically what it's doing. So what I want to try to do is I want to take a sharp number 11, which that one's just about dull now, and I'm going to do some slits in there and try to massage it the best I can to overlap it to get it as flat. That's the best I can pretty much get it to lay flat, but it's very, very faint, and I think it's more of a, you can see it because it's kind of a semi-gloss, best way to explain it. Just why it makes it, I think it stands out a little bit more, but not really noticeable. But I'm going to try to do some more slits in there and try to massage the tape a little more flush. Got the spoiler on, and I just got to finish painting the rest of the spoiler. I got top and bottom painted, and just got to paint a little bit of the close to the edge of the car there, and I'll be good to go on it. And then I'm basically down to the, I got most of the trim done. When I say trim, that's doors a little bit that you can see. I still got to do the trim on the side of the car and window frames and all that, but we'll get there. Put a little white on the back of the bumper here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the red probably in a few days. It's basically I want to do some washes on the tail lights. I want to see how that works out with future, and if it don't look good, you can always wipe it off, and we can do another way to do it. But anyway, that's where I am on that. The Crazy Horse. I was going to paint the nacelles transparent blue or clear blue, but I decided I'm going to do that last. I wanted to get it primered up. And I also wanted to start doing light blocking on it, because I need to light block it on the cells here. So I took this cheapo flat black, and oh gosh darn it, dropped the battery. Ah, good, it ain't lost in the abyss here. Let's see if I can try to get that on. There we go. And you can see where it's wants to show through. Now, you could have light blocked it from the inside, but I don't necessarily have to. So what it is, I painted it black. You can see where I painted the impulse deck where it's you can still see some see-through of that. Well, that's easy. Flat black from a spray can does work, gets most of it, and it does give a nice uniform coat. But I like to take Anita's here. This is thicker black paint for acrylic paint, and I brushed on just real quick one to show everyone the difference. You can see in the difference in the light where it's the spray can, and then right here is the Anita black, which is a little bit thicker. So I'm going to do a couple coats around each nacelle with a brush and get that all taken care of, and that'll be light block just as well. And I'll do the same thing here on the impulse deck, and then I got a little bit of light right here, and I'll be ready to go on it. But anyway, got it all basically painted black as much as I can. I just got to do the middle of the nacelles, and then I'll probably do a little bit of primer coat, and then go back over and put the base coat on. But anyway, that's pretty much it for what I got going on. Oh, forgot the other GTX parts. I did get them painted. All I gotta do is paint the grill there, and of course put the little lights and everything on there. And then I got the back painted, so we're good to go on it. And hopefully, once I get all the little stuff painted on the GTX, I'll be able to hopefully start assembling, is what I'm getting anxious to. Of course, you know, we did have daylight saving time, so we got an extra hour of bottle building, which is always a good thing. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. Light blocking the Crazy Horse here. We are continue painting the GTX, and construction still continues on the MTB1. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.